Hey guys, welcome back to Mo's Game Table. Today we're going to take a look inside something really special, and that is Blood and Fury World of War 85 Volume 2, which just arrived on my doorstep today. I know Kev has already taken a look inside this. This is not an unboxing. This is just going to be basically a proof of life, because I know this has been something that a lot of people have waited on for a while. Well, here's the base game. Here's Operation Red Gauntlet, the expansion, and there are the two 8-foot maps that Lock and Load has very generously offered an amazing discount on for those people who wanted to jump on it, which all the smart people did, which I definitely wanted to get hold of those. So now we've got both of them, and I hope everybody that wanted to get hold of them did, because that was a fantastic discount, and that was a thank you from Lock and Load, where they basically sold it less than cost to everybody as a thank you for, you know, the whole trouble that has gone on with this Kickstarter. And there's been some delays. But that's the issue with crowdfunding. You're going to have delays, whether it is on the publisher side, the production side, or a combination of the two. Shit happens, and that's just part of it. When you get a game that is published by insert publisher name here, that game did not just automatically get done, go to the printer, come right back, and boom, it's done. A lot of time it does, but not all the time. There is delays back and forth between publisher and printer. That does happen. Anybody who doesn't think it happens has never been around a game project, because it most certainly does happen. It's very apparent when it happens with a crowdfunding game versus a published game, because you don't see that happen with the published game. With the crowdfunding game, you do, because you're waiting for the game to go through its steps. Like I said, Lock and Load definitely has to be held accountable for their communication, which has not been good. They have made mistakes there. They're the first to admit it. And all the fans of Lock and Load are the first to point it out to them. But at the same time, you respect the fact that they did get information out there, and we know that they're not running off with the money like some asshats out there trying to make claims that people are running off with the money and they're buying cars, buying houses, whatever. Those people are just troublemakers. They're just out there to stir the shit. Well, the thing you have to remember, the people who want to stir that shit, eventually you're going to get slapped in the face with the spoon and forced to lick it. And this is the time where you're going to get slapped in the face with that spoon and forced to lick it, because the games are here. Not all the games, but these are the pre-production games. These are the games that Lock and Load paid a small mint of money to get over here early, so they can get them into some people's hands and to get some more press out there ahead of the game's arrival when it comes over on the ships here. So basically, I don't know what to say to you other than the games look fantastic. We'll take a quick look inside. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. It's not going to be detailed unboxing. We're just going to take a quick look. Got our bookmarkers there. We've got the beautiful Rule Set 2.2, which is, I really love the feel of this cover and the back cover here as well. Love that spiral binding, that double spiral binding. That is fantastic. This really, really looks good. And it feels like it's going to take a lot of abuse, because I can be a little hard on rule books sometimes, depending on the rules. Then we get this gigantic companion book, which is, I don't know, like 300 pages. And it stops at 280 something. Then it goes for another, I'm going to guess 20 pages, over 300 pages in that. And then let's move this over, because I do not want to get everything on top of each other here. We got these beautifully done maps. I love the color on these. These really do look fantastic. Look at that. The backs, you get your winter, get your summer, fall on the front. You got our dice, which are sealed for freshness. You've got these pretty cool idea here to Lock and Load's going with. Flight stands for the counters. Although this is going to probably make me go out and buy miniature helicopters instead, which I think would be way cooler. But that's just me. Then we get a whole bunch of cards. We got our activation cards. We have our AI cards. We've got our data cards for our units. We've got, wow. Oh yeah, we got our player aids, but now I see what Kev was talking about. These do feel much more substantial. They have that same type of satiny feel that the rule book has. Almost kind of like it's water resistant, which is fantastic. So hopefully that'll help keep water damage away from your player aids. A bunch of player aids here, and then we get to our counters down at the bottom, and wow, these look beautiful. These look fantastic. Look at those beautiful counters. Nice satin finish to them as well. Oh, almost popping out here. But I like that, kind of like a, like I said, like a satin finish, but a matte finish as well. Beautifully done. You see these counters, the colors are really vibrant. It's going to look fantastic on those maps. It's really, really nice. Even better than the first one was, I think. Much better, actually. So this looks really beautiful. Then we've got some of these status tokens or counters, however you want to call it. A lot of people have been asking, how do we feel about the round versus just your standard counter? I think it's fine, because these will allow you to place them on top of the regular counter, and it's not going to obscure what the counter is underneath. So I think it's pretty cool that they're going that route for your disrupteds and out of command, all that stuff. And again, I almost knocked that one out too. But beautiful counters, just a fantastic job done by Lock and Load on this, and I almost knocked over the rest of these counters. But like I said, this is not an unboxing. This is just an impromptu kind of look. Normally, you know, when I do my unboxings, they're a lot more organized and presentation's better. This is just a quick look at the game and proof of life, like we were talking about the other day. Kev was talking about when it comes to this game. You know, a bunch of people were curious about the game, seeing a look inside. And then, of course, like I said, there have been some people that have been complaining. And one thing I'd like to implore the community, number one, 99.9% of the community is fantastic. We already know that. But there are always outliers. And the people who are out there who want to sit there and badmouth Lock and Load, if they're not happy with the product before it's come in or after it's come in, that's fine. But those who are making false allegations, saying really nasty things about David, his family, and I've even heard some talk of people were doxing him, things like that, go over to the hobby gamer community. That's where that belongs. That's where that shit thrives. And those people will eat you alive, because that's what they do on a professional basis. In the wargame community, we don't do that. So invite yourself out the door if this is the way you want to act. Otherwise, grow the fuck up, act like adults, and start treating each other like adults, because it's time that bad behavior is called out. Kev did it the other day. I'm doing it now. And I implore other people to call out bad behavior where there's bad behavior. There's a difference between having a difference of opinion on a game, not liking a game, but it's different when it becomes personal and you attack a publisher, a designer, things like that. There's no need for that. It's stupid. Stop wasting people's times. Grow up. Move on if you don't like it. Ask for a refund if you want a refund, or get your game in and then sell it and move on. It's as simple as that. That's all I got to say on that. But here's proof of life. We also have Operation Red Gauntlet, which is basically a whole bunch of other new maps. And then you have another Spiral Bound rulebook, which we'll take a quick look at here, that you get. And fantastic. Really fantastic. A lot more stuff to play for World of War 85. And like I said before, this will be in as soon as it gets on a ship and gets over here, which takes, I don't know, 6-8 weeks. I'm not sure exactly how much, but we'll wait for David to give us an update on that, because I know he's waiting. Last I heard, he posted online and said the other day in their show that they did that they're waiting for the games to be loaded on ships. So we don't know how long that's going to take. That's all on their end. You know, even David has no control over that. So hopefully it'll be sooner rather than later, because we definitely want to see these games in. And I know everybody wants to see this on their table as soon as possible. It's been a long wait, but I'm telling you right now, this is going to be so much worth it. And like I said, for the asshats who want to, you know, stir the shit and cause trouble, remember, when you stir the shit, eventually you're going to get smacked in the face with that spoon and you're going to be forced to lick it. So here's your time to get smacked in the face with that spoon and lick it, because the game is done and it will be delivered here as soon as possible. But anyway, if you guys have any comments or questions about the game, post it down below. Otherwise, I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you next time.